Are you going to be monitoring the chat?
Oh, I can put it up on my laptop right here.
You know what? I mean, just try not to annoy me so much because you get on my nerves so bad. And like the first time we did this, I remember I had to cut it off early because I wanted to punch you. Like I just wanted to give you one of these right in your suck hole. So just try not to annoy me too much. All right, man. Oh, hey, we're live. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. What's going on? We were just talking about BTA and stuff, you know. So do you have the stream going live? Like I could hear it on your mic.
Yes.
Oh, now I have it going on. God, what a couple of amateurs. Freaking amateur.
15-second delay.
Hour. Make sure you mute everything. Yeah, I know. I just realized that when my phone just started talking to me. Hey, welcome to Broke Nerfing interview series number 30.1.
What happened? Okay, it's just me now, I guess.
With What's your pros.
So let's talk in the chat here. Oh,
my screen froze. Sorry, I don't know why. That was weird. This is like, I don't know. Everything's all bad today, I guess.
Nothing's going to plan.
Nothing's going to plan. Today, we were going to have Rob Lehr. I think it's Lehr or Lehr. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, guys. But he's the creator of Thunderdome, which is like the backyard arena that he has for Blaster Wars that he created as a free, safe space for everyone to come and, you know, tag each other. And then he also made a documentary called the Thunderdome Documentary, which is a great documentary. I really liked it a lot. Actually, someone from my local group here, when I first got into the hobby, I was telling her about, you know, how I wanted to find a new hobby because my mental health issues, my addiction issues, stemming from my time in the military kind of messed me up and I needed something to occupy my time. And she was like, you really need to watch the Thunderdome documentary. So I looked it up online. Yeah. And I found Rob Lehr online and me and him actually became friends and he sent me a copy and, you know, and I absolutely loved it, but it's a great insight into how this hobby helps you out with, you know, mental health, PTSD, addiction, and suicide prevention. So if you guys do get a chance to look it up, it's called the Thunderdome Documentary. It's on Amazon streaming services right now. And I don't know where it's for sale. You can buy the DVD on Amazon and other places. I keep hearing myself.
I still need to watch that. I do have Amazon Prime, so I can watch that. I need to watch it.
I keep hearing myself in the like talking. Is it? Am I playing on your speakers?
You're playing on my cell phone speakers.
Okay, yeah, that's why I can hear myself like while I talk. I don't know yet. It was kind of messing me up. I think it's a little better now.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody.
I mean, you know it's. You know it's amateur hour because he has the long view on his camera right now. So you know this is freaking amateur hour going on.
Life is spinning out of control.
Okay, hold on. Shoot. Yeah, this is nonsense. But Rob Lehr, he wanted to come on the stream. He actually just he had gone through some issues
this is so with weird when I'm like,
what?
Well, I'm like watching the stream, but then I'm watching on my phone, and like it's different how it doesn't switch views when you're watching on your phone, but it switches views when you are on looking on the computer.
What? Yes. So, anyways, guys, as I was saying, would you quit interrupting me? Damn it!
Oh man! Oh no, I can't do it that way. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh.
God.
Oh, man.
This guy. You see? You're starting to annoy me like I was just saying earlier, you know.
Okay.
I'm about to punch.
Well, is it okay now? There's not as much echo?
I don't know yet. I have to hear myself talking, which I'm doing right now. And no, it doesn't sound like too much echo now.
Okay.
I don't even remember what I was saying because
I don't know what we're talking about. What's going on? We're
I
supposed to
don't
have like
know.
an
This
interview
is
here or something.
yeah, something or other. But first, before we get into everything, I want to give a shout out to my patrons. My patrons. Hey, all of my patrons, I appreciate them so much. Thank you for patronizing me. We got Cybrand Warrior 22, Pandamonium, Valley Paranormal, American Foam, BiggsNZ, NerfTurfBattle, Newport Nerfer. We got Slaedur and CasualFelon and Homely 665. Ah, I'm getting a call. I don't know. I gotta put my phone on silent. Thank you so much.
Jeez.
The links to all of my patrons will be in the description below if they're tier 3 patrons. If they are a tier 1 peasant, then their links are not going to be below. That's
I
all.
have 3 whatever.
We're not here for you. Actually, we're kind of here for you.
Thanks to all my patrons, all 3 of you. You're the best.
Good for you. And we got California Nerf in the chat. What's going on? We got Frankentzilla. What is happening? Tisha Key, my girlfriend. Hello, I love you. Goofy Cuber, what's up, bro? I haven't even seen you in a while. NorCal Nerf Club, what is shaking bacon? Ernest, hey, yo, what is happening? We got Builder BB. What's up, Builder BB? I think that's it. We got 9 people watching today. So far, I think it kind of turned them off when I said Rob wasn't gonna be here. They were like, "Oh, it's just gonna be you two." Ew.
It really killed our audience.
I know. Hey, I got mail. You guys want to see what I got in the mail?
Yes.
I got mail from a mail. First, I got something from Ryan Engelstad. Ryan Engelstad, who was on here a couple times himself. He sent me a letter. I didn't even realize was. Oh, I'm doxing myself. Whoops. I didn't even realize I was getting something. And the letter, it says, "Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you are well. I thought you might enjoy one of the 3D printed coins from the event on May 18th. Thank you for helping promote our event with the live stream. I hope you had a few too. Thank you for all you do in the hobby. Looking forward to your next video / interview. Wishing you all the best, Ryan Engelstad." And he sent me one of these coins that are from the event, the Project My Neighborhood event. Ain't that cool?
Sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. And on the back, there's some Velcro, so you could like slap it on your vest or something. I got a box from BiggsNZ. I got a box from BiggsNZ, guys. Well, I'm doxing the heck out of myself, man. Dang.
I got a box from your mom.
What? Okay, there we go. We got BiggsNZ. And he sent me some parts for. He sent me some of his die casted parts for a Kronos and a Strife. I'm not gonna take it all out. They're all like packed in their pre-sale. But he just sent me a bunch of parts, and I just wanted to say I appreciate it, BiggsNZ, one of my patrons, and he is an awesome dude. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to shove that onto my big fat sweaty Kronos, and I'm gonna jam that into my Strife. And I got this is from Wolfpack Nerf. He sent me a Jolt holster, which is pretty cool. Little Jolt holster. That was nice of him. It's one of his own designs. So I had someone wear this at the relay, at the cancer relay for life, cancer relay battle that we did, and he really liked it. I don't use Jolts, so I don't really wear it, but I'll check it out. Thank you so much. And this was sent to me a while back, but I actually I lost it, and I just found it again. It was from New England Foam Works, and he sent me this this wood coin that's laser etched. I don't know if I showed it yet or not, but it's number one because I'm number one. Well, actually, he sent it to the first 30 modded blasters he sent out. And since I was the very first blaster he ever sent out to a channel or someone, I got the number one coin, dude. So that was pretty cool of him. New England Foam Works. Check him out. And recently, I got this big box from my friend Tom Ladd, Tom Ladd's Game Room. And, dude, he sent me like 5 or 6 issues of Retro Gaming magazine. It's a UK magazine. Ain't that dope? Retro Gaming magazine, dude. Because I'm a huge retro gamer. I'm a huge gamer in general. And I have a big game collection, retro console collection. And I actually had a channel that was actually doing pretty well in the beginning stages of YouTube. And he was one of the viewers of my channel. And he found me again. And yeah, we've been talking and everything and sending nudes back and forth and whatnot. And oh, wait, never mind. I'm getting all pro Jared on you.
I thought I was the only one you sent nudes to.
Come on, bro. You know I send nudes to all the guys. Anyways, yeah, so we started talking again and talking about video games and stuff and junk and stuff. And yeah, he sent me Retro Game Magazine because I'm on Instagram with him and I saw like he always posts stuff about Retro Game Magazine. I was like, dude, that's crazy. There's a Retro Gaming Magazine. And he's like, this has been out since 2004. And he asked me for my address and he said he was going to send me some. And he sent me a bunch of like sweets from the UK, like, I don't know, Crunchy Bar. I've never heard of a Crunchy Bar. Double Decker. It's better than getting an Upper Decker. I don't know. He sent me a bunch of candy and some crisps. He calls them crisps. So all this stuff from the UK. Thank you, Tom Ladd. That was really awesome. All right, that's all I got. Now. What do you have? What do you have that's so important, smartass?
What do I got?
Yeah, what did you get sent?
I got New Color Covenant carbines. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. It's pretty sweet.
Nice, dude. I don't have one of those.
The old one is like a teal blue and a light gray, and then this new one is dark purple and dark gray, and then it has like neon green instead of the blue. Yeah, the other one had, I think it had this was light blue and blue, or maybe it was dark blue. I have it in the garage, I think, or somewhere.
That's new.
Like a teal, and then the clip on the new one is different. You can see here, all the old clips had a holes here right here. And the newer clips, like the MA5 and this one, have these holes covered up.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that makes modding these clips a lot easier because you only have to cover the top holes, and those are pretty easy to cover.
Nice. So that's new. When did this come out?
This color variant with the new clip, I think was like December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they released a few things in December, but they haven't released, I don't think anything since December.
Interesting, because I know that Boomco, the brand, is no longer, right? Uh-huh. And they're going to, I mean, there's still a chance that Mattel will still make blasters, but they're not going to be called Boomco.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll still make blasters because they're, they make overall, toys of every type. So they might as well just make them anyway. And the Halo brand, I think, sold pretty well for them.
I really want them to get the license from Epic Games for Borderlands 3 or Borderlands in general, because the Borderlands series has such awesome looking guns in it. And there's a lot of blasters from the Boomco line that already look like they could be in that game anyways, So yeah, I think Yeah, I especially like the paint jobs they put on there with like the checkered flag looking things and like the just the overall designs they put on them. They look like they're from Borderlands already. So I think it would be too easy for them to get the Borderlands license and make some Borderlands blasters. And I think that would actually sell really well too.
Yeah,
Seeing
like they
how
should
they
bring
did with the Halo.
the Rush. The Rush looks like this looks like it could be in Borderlands, really, because that way it has that front muzzle thing and big pump action grip.
Even the colors, dude. Like the colors look like they're from the game, man. You know, so it's like it's so easy.
Got the striping like that, the stripes they have on them.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, so I would really like to see that happen. I don't
they have these like this like faux carbon fiber texture. That kind of reminds me of Borderlands 2, cause like you're saying the checkering.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about, man. So yeah, I would love that. I would love for Mattel to get the Borderlands license, since Borderlands 3 is really big right now. It's coming out, and so I think that would be awesome for them to start making some blasters of that franchise. I don't think it'll happen, but we could always hope. Hey, we got
I'm thinking it's just going to be Halo pretty much for a while. We'll have to see what happens with the licenses next year, because there was a little news article they had where they said Mattel is going to be aggressively looking at licenses next year. And there are a few licenses coming up, including the Star Wars and the Marvel licenses. And actually, the DC license, Mattel might be losing the DC license. They still have it for now, but it's like only good to the end of the year. They might drop the DC license, even though they had it for a long time.
I'm okay with that, because they only make small scale, really, for the most part, except for like the Batgirl gun and everything. But for the most part, it seems like little toys, like for Batman, to hold in his hand.
In DC is like nothing looks like a primary style blaster. Like Batman always has like a grapple hook thing, and Superman doesn't use guns at all.
Yeah,
and none of the superheroes really have anything blaster related.
Unless they got Deadshot and you could get the wrist mounted freaking blasters. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope.
If you get a Deadshot wrist mounted blasters, and then the Deadshot mask with the light in it. Ooh, that would be sick.
I would like that too. I just think that Deadshot is kind of a lesser known character.
Yeah, that's true.
One problem, though.
Or the Deathstroke mask with the half painted and like some foam swords. Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
We got.
Yeah, it's really just like Batman and Superman are really the only ones that most people buy for DC stuff, though.
We got Chris Cartea in the chat, and David James came through. What's going on, guys? Yeah, man. Or Green Arrow. They could have like little arrow shooters.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, so today we were gonna have Rob on, like I was saying earlier, but Rob has kind of been radio silent for the past few days. So he was really pumped, and he really wanted to do this interview, and he wanted to talk about mental health issues and suicide awareness and things like that. Since he's not really in the hobby anymore, but he still kind of keeps up with the things, and he still helps out with the Thunderdome arenas. But yeah, he just hasn't been responding to my texts or calls. So I do hope, I pray that he's doing well. He had just, he did have a pretty serious mental break, and he was just getting over that, getting back on his medications and stuff. And so I do hope that everything is still going well with him, and maybe he just didn't charge his phone or something. I don't know. Maybe he's out hunting. But I do hope that everything is well with him. So if you guys could keep him in your thoughts and prayers, that would be awesome. But Boomtendo, which was my very first live interview series, and he actually helped me come up with the concept of doing these streams when we were just goofing off one night on my when I was testing Hangouts Live. So he came back on, and if you guys have questions for him, please ask them in the chat, So
We
let's
did get
just go.
one question. We got one question from Builder BB, and he said,
Oh,
"Are you?" He said, "Are you disappointed that there aren't and like many kits, things that you can buy, like there are for Nerf?" Yeah. So, do you mind that there's not a lot of aftermarket Boomco parts?
okay. Do you mind?
Well, yeah, it does bother me a little bit. I mean, it would be nice if there were more aftermarket Boomco stuff. They've released a lot of good things. It's just that nobody has put that much effort into it except for me, and I'm still learning Fusion. So for me to put out a kit that is as smooth as these other guys, it's going to take me a while to figure out that program and start designing faster. So
And not
yeah.
only do I wish there was more aftermarket modding parts for Boomco, but I wish there was for Dart Zone. You know, like basically
Yeah.
Adventure Force. You know, with because they have basically Buzz B and all the really
Yeah,
good Buzz
everyone.
B blasters and Zuru and all that. But yeah, I really do wish that they would make more cages and you know, just
I've
even
started
drop in
making.
kits.
Yeah, I started making stuff for Dart Zone and stuff because I started buying some of those things. I made some cages for Dart Zone.
Yeah, you did. You were like the first one to make one for that
Yeah,
one with the hopper. What was that one called?
yeah. They all pretty much have the same cage though, so it'll work on anything. That's what's nice about the other brands besides Nerf is that they basically standardize on their internals. So like how Boomco all uses the same spring and all the same plunger tube basically across everything.
Yeah.
Um, so you don't need to worry about getting too many different parts. And then Dart Zone pretty much uses the same cage for every flywheel, and probably the same plunger tube and same catch for everything.
So you're still planning on making more because you were talking about wanting to quit the hobby, weren't you? Oh, calling you out, bro.
Oh, we're not supposed to reveal that kind of stuff.
I'm calling you out, dude. You said you were
Yeah.
quitting, bro. Are you quitting, bro?
Well, I'm not really going to games anymore. Um, it's just kind of a lot of drive for me. It's like I go drive for 5 hours and then I have to. I only play for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it's a lot of money for me. So I'm probably not going to be going to too many games anymore. But I'm planning to go to Armageddon this year, and I don't know. I might go to Ragnarok. I don't know. I might not. I might go. I might not.
You might not go to Ragna.
I don't know.
What, dude?
Yeah, maybe, maybe not.
I think you will, bro.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. Yeah. It's just also, the hobby is pretty time consuming. So I've been trying to work on all these things.
Is it just the
It just takes up so
driving?
much time.
Is it just the driving, or is there more to it, man?
I don't know. I'm just, I guess mostly the driving, but I don't know. I wasn't having as much fun anymore after a while. Kind of lost interest in the battles. I think I'm only interested in modding now.
You know, honestly, modding is my favorite part. Like,
Yeah.
I like modding them more than I like shooting them for the most part, dude.
Yeah. Well,
It keeps me
yeah.
busy.
Well, it's starting to get to the point where everyone is just hiding behind something and just just waiting. It's getting to be like first-person shooters and video games. Everybody just hides behind something and waits for you to run up.
Yeah, well, I could see that, but a lot of the games I feel are set up like that, except for maybe like HVZ or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, a bit.
That's a different. I mean, that's why I think that's why I liked Ragna a lot, because it's humans versus zombies, and there was a lot of there was a lot more action. Like there was a lot of scrimmages like all around, which was really fun. Everybody, remember to like the smash button. So,
Yeah.
what are you doing, man? You like what are you are you going on your Facebook or something?
No, I'm not going on my Facebook. I had some rough skin on my toe I was cutting off.
You jerk. So what are you working on now, dude? You have anything any mods or anything or designs that you're working on at the moment?
I'm working on. I mowed my lawn yesterday, and I
nice.
I yeah.
Was it a perfect dad day?
Yeah, dang near perfect.
Perfect dad day. No, but like anything for the hobby, any hobby related projects, design, you know, what do you got working on, dude?
Okay, so I've got a few things I've been working on. Here's my far shot that I expanded the plunger tube in, and I was also extended the draw. Let me see if I can get the screwdriver to prime it with. But I put an X-shot plunger tube in here, and I got an Ace spring. I think it's 836, and I also have an Exploder spring in there. It's double sprung. And I got it set up so you can shoot Nerf or Boomco in this.
Nice.
You just put like a 7/16 with a 15-30 seconds on it to slide in, and then 9/16 goes over the top. So when you do the 9/16, it does have some dead space though. But I might just cut this a little shorter so it's not as much. I did have a problem where this ended up from the spring. It ended up I stripped the screw port and then ended up breaking, so I had to put a bolt through. But you can see here, you see this right here. This is fiberglass matte and epoxy, and that's really strong. It's not too hard to do. It's something that Chris Cartea has been doing.
I was just gonna ask. Is that like what Chris does? Because I see him gets like the fiberglass like sheets or something, you know, and you like
he gets fiberglass cloths, and that's
cloths. That's it.
Work with.
Yeah, it seems
fiberglass matte is more like loose. I have the cloth and the mat right here actually, so I can get it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. That because I don't know much about this kind of stuff, you know.
Here's fiberglass mat, and it's it's in sheets, but it's kind of loose, and it kind of comes apart sort of easy. I do kind of like the pattern it has where it's kind of crisscrossed. I'm not sure if that's stronger or weaker. It's just different. And then here's fiberglass cloth. It's more like a cloth.
Yeah.
But see, this one has more like a stitched pattern to it.
And what do? You put like water or something on? You put like some solution on it?
Oh, I use from Chris's recommendations. I use. I can get the bottles right now and show you.
I mean, I don't think you know, if you want to, yeah, don't matter. Hey, Ryan, thanks for joining. I showed the coin you sent me earlier. I got it right here, actually. I was showing that off earlier, and I really appreciate you sending that to me.
I use this Bob Smith Industries Slow Cure Epoxy. and it comes in bottles like this. You can find it on Amazon, and also sometimes you can find it in store at like Hobby Lobby, but I haven't had luck with that. So you can buy it online on Hobby Lobby though. But I got this one on Amazon. I think it was like $9, and I still haven't gone even. Let me see. I still have quite a bit left, and I've done 2 blasters with it.
Right on, man. Cool. What else you got going on?
Oh man, my throat is tickling this whole time. But anyway, I've also got this right here. This is a Batgirl blaster that I'm working on. I still need to fiberglass the handle back in place. But yeah, this has got Turf Blaster's 18.5 kilogram spring in it. It's got the 3D printed part that I designed on the inside for the front of the plunger tube, and it's got fiberglass over the top. First I did fiberglass here, and I was trying to keep it with the stock draw but a larger plunger tube, but that didn't end up shooting very hard, so I ended up cutting the front off and then fiberglassing the front, and that actually you can use that as a front, but I think I'm actually going to cut this off again and redo it and do it like a 3D printed part to maybe have an ammo holder or something. I'll see if I can get that done before Armageddon. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, I extended the plunger rod because now the draw is over 3 inches.
I like the Batgirl blasters, dude.
There's a lot of air volume in this one. It's more than a Chronos now. And
oh, wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Easy, buddy. Need a cup of water?
Yeah, I do. This is the tubing I'm using now, and I started using this. Chris recommended it to. I get this at Lowe's, and it's 1.5 inch drain pipe, brass drain pipe. It's bigger than a long shot tube and Chronos tube, so you get a lot of air volume in here. So yeah.
Oh wow, dude! I might have to check into that actually.
Yeah, check it out. I'm actually going to take this plunger tube. I still have to work on this one right here, the Caliburn. See, I have it in pieces. This is just the back end, but I did edit the design for the plunger head, even though there is a K26 thing online. I made it so it would fit my O-ring and fit into the thing there.
Oh yeah.
But the inside was I made the inside a little too tight for the spring still, which I could shave out or something though. And then the other thing I'm doing with this plunger tube is I've got it in the Spring Thunder, and you can see I already got it cut to the same size as the Spring Thunder one.
Oh, that looks really cool, actually, man.
Yeah, I don't have the K14 in this right now, because I was just testing. I still have to glue this in place because I was replacing the old tube. The old tube seemed to be oval in shape, so I wasn't getting the best seal. But even without the best seal, I was getting 300 FPS out of this with a 3-foot barrel.
I still need to get me one of those, dude. I love the Spring Thunder.
Yeah, I printed this all out myself. I bought the kit off of GDOP.
Yeah.
On Etsy.
How much
And it's
was
pretty
the
sturdy kit.
how much was the kit itself?
I think the kit's going for like 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Spring Thunder is going to be my primary, because the way I have it set up is you pull back, and then I don't have it in right now, but there's just like a cutout so I could stick a dart in, and then the barrels in the front, and then it goes over. So it's kind of faster reloading than pulling the barrel off by hand.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. So I don't even remember if we asked many questions last time you were on. I think we were just kind of just goofing around most of the time.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in this hobby now?
Oh, since 2015.
Oh, okay. Damn. So you've been almost 5 years then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
like 4.
have you had any breaks in that time, or have you like steady been modding and designing things like the whole time?
I haven't really had any breaks. When I first got into it, I wasn't really modding anything. Was that end of 2015 or into 2014? Yeah, I actually kind of started maybe just before. What's his name? Evan Butler, and I'm not sure if I started at the same time as Adam Fowler, but yeah, I haven't had any breaks really. I've been modding like a little while after I started, maybe 6 months after I started. I didn't want to mod anything at first. I was pretty happy with the stock Boomco performance, and the games I played at, I actually did really well with just the regular setup without doing any modding, because they're pretty low FPS games. And when I started, nobody in NERF had anything that was very, very accurate. So Boomco was way more accurate than anything NERF at the time.
So did you started with Boomco blasters, or did you start with NERF stuff?
Well, like my first blasters that I bought, I think I bought like a little Rebel Jolt pistol, and I bought Rival Apollo, and my Rival Apollo broke, and then I returned it to Target, and I got a Boomco brake flip. So
nice.
I've been like yeah, I saw it on the shelves and I really liked it. Like I had never really been into NERF before. Was never really a fan of it. But I kind of got interested through YouTube. So that's how that went.
Oh, so it was just like looking at YouTube videos that got you into the hobby?
Yeah, I think like a lot of people.
That's what got me into this as well, man. I was looking up laser tag. I was looking up laser tag stuff, and a bunch of NERF and blaster videos started popping up. I was like, why are these videos showing up? You know, why is everyone playing with like NERF guns? You know, that's because that's what I thought in my head at the time. You know, I didn't know to call them blasters and all that, but I was just like, why is everyone playing with NERF guns? What's going on here? And I started.
What was the name of the brand that you were looking up?
It was Recoil, the Recoil,
Recoil
laser tag set, man. That's what got me.
Yeah.
I really wanted to play that, dude, because I had done paintball, I had done airsoft, and being like how injured I am now, you know, from the military and everything, I can't move like I used to, you know. And so I was like, I'm not going to stand there and get pelted by a bunch of freaking BBs or you know, paintballs. So I wanted to.
I'm probably too old and out of shape to do it now too.
So I was like, dude, I want to play with like laser tag would be easier, and that stuff looked cool because you could put your phone, you can get your phone and put it on, and you put that on the laser tag gun, and you call in airstrikes and all this cool stuff, man. I was like, I mean, I still want to play with it, you know. I still want to play with laser tag.
I would like to try it out, but I just kind of avoided it because I don't want to spend any more than $60 on a single thing.
Dude, but the recoil systems, like if you look them up, dude, you get like a big Wi-Fi box, and you take that with you and you play within like 100 feet of that box or something, and like that's what syncs all the guns and the your phones together on these apps, and you could like you could get little like upgrades and everything. You know, there's like you could run to a certain spot and get an upgrade, and you would be able to see where everybody's locations are for like a few seconds or something. It's really cool. You can call in air raids, you know, and it's dope, dude. You can shoot grenades.
Thanks to Amazon, everything is available. Like it's still available on Amazon.
Yeah, there's like some really dope laser tag systems out there that I still want to mess with, dude, but they are expensive, bro.
Oh, recoil is not too bad right now. I'm looking on Amazon. It's like $66.90.
Is that just for one or a set?
That's for the Wi-Fi thing and 2 pistols.
Dope, man.
And it comes with the little camera mounts for the pistols.
Oh, and wow.
For the pistols by themselves, for just the pistol, is $18. So that's cheaper than buying a Nerf brand blaster.
Let's start a laser tag group.
Even the 2 pistols with the Wi-Fi, that's cheaper than buying a lot of the upper end Nerf blasters.
And
Nerf
even
brand blasters.
Even like Nerf came. I think Nerf did come out with laser. Oh, they did now laser tag stuff, but
they bought laser tag. Laser tag is actually a brand name.
Yeah.
It's like I looked it up. You know, 'cause I'm interested in history and stuff. And like laser, it wasn't called laser tag always. It was called like light emitting photon something or whatever. Laser tag didn't come out until like 15 years after the first laser blasters or whatever were available. And there, you could look up, there's some stuff from the 70s.
I actually did. And they used to run like the actual laser tag brand stuff. It ran on the same things on like the infrared signals that remote controls for your TV run on. So you could actually tag someone with a remote control too. Like that's but the technology changed now.
Funny. Dang, I never tried that.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like back, I never had the original OG laser tag stuff with like the vests and like the helmets and stuff. They were like too expensive, you know. Even just the 2 blasters and the vests were really pricey when they came out. But I really got interested in it when I saw, you know, years later actually when I was an adult, and after Nerf bought out laser tag, and they came out with their own little laser guns. So they had like the red ball, you know, had like the red balls on there, and it's like, you don't need the vests. You just the guns pick up the hits, you know. So I thought that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, but people like that's the thing with the laser blasters or whatever. People cheat and like cover up their sensors. So if you want to have like a good game, you need more sensors so people can't cheat so easy. I remember playing once or twice when I was a kid, and that was the problem. It's like when you're playing with, you know, young kids, or you're a young kid playing with, you know, other kids, it's like they don't care as much about breaking the rules.
You actually got to play with the OG laser tags?
I think I did. I don't remember what it was.
Lucky
laser tag or something else.
We never had those.
It was some kind of brown thing. I think it was brown. It had like a chest thing, I think someone just pooed on your chest. That's all. Yeah, it was a big brown thing on my chest.
Oh man, what's going on here? I'm in a church. Why am I talking like that?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I might have had an Aerostorm or something when I was younger.
I never heard of that one.
The Nerf Aerostorm, it shoots shoots the big foam arrows.
Oh, like, no, I never had that.
This long.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen those, but I I never was really interested in that stuff, you know, when I was growing
Yeah,
up,
I wasn't
really.
either. I mean, I think I tried it. I think what I remember about it is that like the foam or the plastic like stunk really terrible when you first took it out of the box. And like I don't think new plastic doesn't stink like that old stuff did.
Yeah.
But and then I remember it, not shooting very well, and like the foam tearing apart after like 2 or 3 uses or something. So that kind of turned the whole thing off to me.
Yeah. That would be, yeah, man. They didn't have really that. They didn't really have cool blasters back then, you know. Like
I think I did want an Ultimator back then, but I never got one.
I had the Intertech squirt guns. Remember the Intertech? They were squirt guns, and they actually came off the market because they looked like so real that kids were getting shot by police. And
that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Kids were getting shot by police. That's so funny.
I left.
What a barrel of monkeys. So did you hear the one about the kid getting shot by a cop?
Oh, you had me at kid getting shot.
Well, actually, the slogan, like the commercial for Intertech squirt guns, it would go, the sound, the feel, they look so real, or something like that. And
there's some old commercials like that. There's one where the police are looking at it and they're like, "Oh wow, this is so awesome! It looks so real."
Oh, I've seen that one. That's like an old 50s or 60s commercial. And like the one cop shot, he's like, "Hey, this even shoots like real too." Oh, that was I think it was a Dick Tracy kit or something, like the Dick Tracy the gun and badge kit or something.
I think it's actually a Mattel thing.
Maybe
some of that stuff up.
And it was like smoke was like puffing out of the barrel too when they were shooting it. Hey, these look like real. Hey, these shoot like real too. I watched a bunch of those old commercials on YouTube, man.
Yeah, Mattel had the really realistic stuff back in before Nerf, and they shot these little plastic pellets. Like you put them in casings, and then you put a little gunpowder charge in the back of it.
A lot of companies had some real looking stuff back then, man. Like when I was growing up, I was at the flea market. And I got I forget I don't even know what the brand was. I think it was like some knockoff stuff, but it was a cap gun, a revolver cap gun. And it was like, you pull the hammer back and you in the cylinder, it pops out and you load the caps in and you can push it back in. And there was even a silencer, dude, that you could screw into there's a suppressor you could screw into the front of the barrel too. And this thing, it was like metal and it was like had like a wood handle or a wood like looking handle. And dude, this looked so damn real, man. It was crazy. Like back then, I mean, it was just cool to have. But looking back on it now is like, dude, I could have gotten like killed with that thing, which you would have laughed your ass off about. Oh, Jason got shot by a cop.
It's dying is funny. Yeah.
What is going on here? Oh, there goes all the viewers. Orange tip isn't the law, brightly colored. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think it has to be orange.
No.
Hey, OC Nerf, what's going on? Chris, I already said Chris, but Ryan Engelstad's here. I think I already said hi to him. I don't remember. Gosh, I'm losing my mind over here. Whew! Remember to like the smash button, everybody. I'm here with Boomtendo, the Boomfriendo, and we're talking about old-timey commercials, old-timey cap guns and such.
I want to get one of those eventually.
What?
I like this. I saw on Jeff Dunham, the guy with the puppets.
Oh yeah, Jeff Dunham. Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of these old Mattel disc shooters that has a mag in the handle, and it just feeds little discs up and through the handle. That's pretty cool.
You're just like into
So it's
Mattel
like
stuff, huh?
before Rival. Yeah, I'm
Like just
Mattel fanboy.
Mattel fan. Like you're just a mark for Mattel.
Well, I like to try. I buy, I got other blasters too. I got plenty of Nerf stuff. I got plenty of Dark Zone and Buzzbee as well. But I like to collect some of that old stuff.
I don't think I have much. I don't have much. I don't have many Buzzbee. But I'm huge into Dark Zone and Zuru, especially, man. I like Zuru a lot.
Yeah. I just don't like how thin the shells are, but you can reinforce them or whatever.
Yeah.
Things you can do.
Oh yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
want to put the effort in, you can mod anything like to be whatever you want it to be. I don't think there's really such a thing as this blaster. That blaster has too much or too little mod potential. It's just how much effort you want to put into it.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, and I think that's what turns off a lot of people in the hobby, like at the beginning, because they don't know what has been said by many already as unmoddable stuff, and which I don't believe either. But they'll ask like, "Hey, I just got this deploy. It's really cool. What should I do with it?" And everyone's like, throw it in the garbage.
You do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, exactly, man. When I was, someone, you know him, that kid Joey that's always showing up to Nerf night, and he's always showing up to the BTA. Remember him, Joey? And he's there with his mom. Comes by too. So they're really nice. He's on like the Mavericks, I think, the Mavericks with Mavericks team. Anyways, he brought a deploy to Nerf night, and it was one of the clear deploys. And everyone laughed. They're like, if you get a tag with that, I will pay you $5 and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, that thing's like really cool. Like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Because I had no idea.
The range is so short, it doesn't even matter. You can run anything there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had no idea. I thought it was so awesome because he brought it in and he flipped it out. Like how it goes from the flashlight form to like it pops out to the blaster. I thought it was like super cool. I still think it's cool the way it could, like, you could.
I like it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think it's neat.
I think that stuff's cool. I even like, I really like the purse gun. The Rebel purse blaster where it looks like a purse and then you hit the little jewel in the front and it pops out and it looks like a P90 or something almost. I think that's freaking sick, man.
I think you gotta remember it's they're for kids first in the first place. So it's all about just making them make it fun and make it creative and inspire kids to use their have their creativity kind of thing.
Absolutely, man. I really like that, like the hidden blaster theme, where you could like make it, have it like transform into a blaster, pop out into a blaster. Like, I think is so cool. I'd like to see like more of that.
Yeah, it's like a transformer, like which is also a Hasbro brand.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, He-Man is Mattel, and Transformers is Hasbro, and there's a couple other. It's like the 80s. They made all these cartoons just to sell toys to kids.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, like Masters of the Universe was definitely made as a toy line, just to sell toys. And it worked.
G.I. Joe was made as a toy line. First
it was the toy line, the giant toys.
Yeah. First, it was the 9-inch figures, like the same size as the Barbies. So it was a toy line first made to compete with Barbie. But then I think when they went into the cartoons and everything, that was to like compete with Star Wars. This was before Hasbro bought out Kenner. So Kenner had the Star Wars license.
I also think that I had a Ninja Turtles toy before the cartoon came out, though. I'm pretty sure, like, I bought a.
The comic books came first for Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that was by Mirage Comics, but there was The toy wasn't from the comics because they were all like wearing the red. They all wore red in the book and everything, and it was
Yeah, the comic is
definitely a
more like
Leonardo.
more adult oriented. It's more like it's you know, if you're an adult, you could read it and not feel like you're, you know, reading kids stuff.
And I think that the toys came out before the cartoon came out. I'm pretty sure I bought the Leonardo.
No, it was the comic book first before the cartoon.
No, I know the comic book, but I think the toys for the cartoon came out before the cartoon came out. That's what I'm saying.
Possible.
Yeah, because I bought Leonardo before I even knew there was a cartoon show on. And if you
I
think
remember
about
going
it,
to the flea market and I would see Ninja Turtles with a D. Do you remember that?
I remember there's one called I remember the Turley Gang. Look up Turley Gang. There's knockoff Ninja Turtle toys called Turley Gang. And there's even knockoff toys of Ghostbusters, and they're called Spook Chasers.
Terrible.
I know. That's legit what they're called, the Spook Chasers.
The guy in China made up that name.
Better than someone from the South making it up.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Hey, Empire showed up. What's up, man? But what was I saying? Oh, about the Ninja Turtle stuff though, because remember Shredder in the Ninja Turtle toys, he didn't have a shirt. You remember, like for some reason he was just he had no shirt, but he would wear like this coat, and it like looked way different than the cartoon. I think the toys were made before the cartoon actually hit. And that's why some of the characters look different. Like the main set, you know, like Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Four Turtles, and Splinter, and April. I think like those few were made.
Well, I didn't have a ton of toys growing up, really. I guess probably why I buy a lot of toys now and buy a lot of toys for my son. But growing up, like I remember when I was maybe 5, 6 and stuff, I had like my favorite toys was just like the little car that you push on the ground and then the wheels spin up and it had like a little grinding stone in there and it made sparks and then you let it go. And
oh yeah, I had one of those.
I had my Velcro Voltron sneakers and I got a few toys, but yeah, I was mostly playing video games, I guess. NES was a few games, and I got one Ninja Turtle or something, and I got like a few other things, but I didn't really have a ton of toys.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of toys growing up. Well, because I had a brother, I have a brother, so we would be able to ask for like specific ones, and I would be able to play them together, So that was kind of, so he would get like one turtle, and I'd get the other one, and he would get one of the enemies, I'd get the other enemy, So we'd have we'll be able to have more of them to play together.
Well, my brothers were a bit older than me, so like 7 and 10 years older than me. So, by the time I was playing with toys, they were out of that and not really into toys. But one of my older brothers was into playing NES, and I remember watching him play the old Metroid and play Metal Gear and that old one with the gyrobot thing. And
I sucked at Metal Gear, bro, so bad. Because it was like a stealth game, Even on Nintendo, it was like you would sneak around, and I didn't know that. I thought you would just run up and start punching people, and I'd get killed like right away. I didn't even like it as a kid, dude, because I would always like die instantly. Tisha, she said, funky. Tisha said she had every Batman toy, and she was a brat. I loved Batman. I had a lot of Batman toys. I had the Batcave / Bruce Wayne Mansion playset thing, and you could get Batman to crash through the freaking skylight windows, and it was dope, dude. I had that.
Yeah, I was mostly into Ninja Turtles, really. That was the only one I really wanted toys for, I think. But I never got too many. And then my friend who lived a couple of houses down had like every Ninja Turtle, and he just put them in a big trash bag. Look at all these for Christmas.
Oh yeah, I had a friend that had like all of them, dude. He had like so many. It was crazy, and like all the newer ones that would come out, dude, he would get them like right away. I was like, how are you doing this, man? I have to wait until like a special occasion, you know?
Yeah. I was one of the micro machines, but I didn't get those either.
Oh, dude, I had micro machines, man. I had I did have some of those. Those were so cool because like it would come with remember it would come with the little holder, and you would open the holder out and it had like a road on there, and it would like click together with other holders.
I never got one.
You never had micro machines?
No, I never had one. I don't know. I had friends who had them, but I never like opened a box, you know, took one out.
Oh wow, yeah. I thought you said you did have them. Ah, dude, those were cool.
No, I always wanted one, but I never had any.
Yeah, man, those were freaking awesome, dude.
And I wanted that Pee-wee pull string doll. That's one of the main ones that I wanted when I was young. I was really into Pee-wee Herman.
Oh yeah, I was too, man. I remember your wife got you that Pee-wee.
Yeah, she did. I got it. It's on the floor next to me over here.
I don't think I had any pull strings.
No,
I don't think I had any pull string dolls. Like the ones that sound nothing like the character. They're like,
yeah. I mean, you have to pull it kind of a weird way to make it sort of sound normal. Let me get it right now.
Go for it. My friend Adam Tao had the pull string Urkel doll. It was like a Steve Urkel, and he would pull the string back, and he would like go, "I want some cheese," or say some weird thing, and or "Did I do that?" And it sounded like nothing like Steve Urkel.
Yeah, here's Pee-wee. Say hi, Pee-wee. Hey, everybody.
Pull the string. I want to hear him.
Okay, this is about just let it go.
I can't understand. Sounds like garbage.
Saying. Yeah, it does. So you kind of like pull it and hold it. It can kind of helps. There, he's just laughing. He says like he laughs. He says I love you, and he says, "Hey, I'm Pee-wee Herman." Now he's laughing against some. You know, it's kind of randomized.
Sounds creepy. Oh, I hear that. That sounded like him.
Hey, I'm Pee-wee Herman.
I know you are, but what am I?
See, it kind of sounds normal when you pull it slowly.
I love you. When does he ever say that?
He just said it.
No, I know, but I've never heard
Pee-wee say it on the show. I don't remember.
No. I remember there's a PSA commercial where Pee-wee's holding a piece of crack rock. Do you remember the PSA commercial where Pee-wee had to talk about crack, and he was like sitting in a dark room, and he's like sitting in a chair, and the light's just on him, and he's like, and he holds up a little glass container, and it has like crack in it. He's like, "This here is what's called crack. And it's not funny, and it's very dangerous." And he's dressed like Pee-wee, the red cheeks and everything, but he's holding up crack.
There's so many things I vaguely remember or kind of forgot, but I can imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah, Pete must have been on the blow.
Oh, here's an actual true story. Lawrence Fishburne. Worked at he worked at on the show with Pee-wee's Playhouse with Paul Rubens, aka Pee-wee Herman. Anyways, Cowboy Curtis, Lawrence Fishburne kept asking Pee-wee like, "Hey, I want you to talk to my friend here," and his friend was a security guard who worked at the studio. He's like, "My friend has a script. And I've read it. It's a really good movie script. I would really like for you to take a look at it." And Pee-wee was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out. But he never did. Turns out the security guard that Pee-wee never talked to was Clyde Singleton, and the script was Boys in the Hood. So
Wow.
if Pee Wee Herman, this is true story, if Pee Wee Herman would have talked to Lawrence Fishburne's Fred, the security guard, Singleton, then it could have been it could have been Paul Rubens presents Boys in the Hood. That's a true story.
So dope.
Crazy, right?
That'd been pretty interesting.
Oh,
I just remember being in the Just Say No club. Do you remember Just Say No?
I don't remember the Just Say No club.
Oh yeah, I was in the Just Say No club, and I remember going to like, we had like a little club meeting or something in one of the houses, like in someone's house, and they played a movie, like a Just Say No movie, and it was telling us about how people smuggled, drugs in balloons. Like, if you see this white powder on a balloon, that might mean they smuggled drugs into the country.
Oh, wow. Tisha's asking, let's hear your version of the guy from Nova Scotia. I think she's talking about Frankie McDonald from Nova. What is it? I haven't. Hey, this is Frankie McDonald from Nova Scotia. We have a giant thunderstorm that's going to be going through Ketchikan, Alaska, and surrounding areas.
Be prepared.
This is guy eats 100 hot dogs. Hop, 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 hop. Just keep eating. Hop, hop. I love his Guy series. Guy gets chased by a gorilla. Guy dances and falls down the stairs, and Guy eats 100 tacos. His Guy series is totally gold.
I like all the random videos he posts. It's funny.
Yeah, dude, he has such random nonsense, dude. I don't have my Frankie McDonald doll here, but I do have a Frankie McDonald doll. You've seen it. You've seen it in person.
Yeah.
You've actually got to hold it. Well, I
did have a question here a little while ago.
Well, let's hurry up because I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon here because I gotta
go potty.
I have to go and pay the rest of my rent.
Oh man.
On the 15th.
I was having fun. I hope we could stay all night.
Buddy, I don't want to stay all night, dude. I got video games to play.
Okay, let's take a look at the question anyway, at least.
All right, let's take the question.
Flywheel. Somebody's asking me about flywheels. Yeah, I've looked at flywheels. I have I think it's an Eclipse cage right here. The Eclipse cage I don't think works so great. Let me see if I stick one of the new darts in here. It might work better with the new darts. I don't think I've tried it since. It's a little too tight. Oh, the problem is that it's got these lips or whatever. These edges like grind the side of the dart. It's not good. What I like most or best so far are the Daybreak wheels. But I've also tried the worker wheels with the serrations on them. Those work pretty good, but they do nick up your darts on the edge here. And there's the big hammer wheels. I like those.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to try those.
Yeah, you can. I forgot who's. Monkey Mods. They sell those, and they seem to damage the darts less than the worker ones. I also tried the nun cuts from. I forgot who they're called, but the nun cuts seem to not really work that great. The ones I got anyway, but I heard there was a version 2 that was better, so I got sent the crappier version 1, and the little fins on it end up chipping off, so I end up not liking those so much. But yeah, I want to eventually work on my own flywheel. I want to make like a rubberized flywheel for better grip.
Yeah, let's get that going, bud.
Yeah, eventually. I'm not made of money though. I need more patrons.
Everybody sign up to Boomfriendo's Patreon.
Yes, please. Or somebody at least donate to me some 2-part rubber so I can start making some rubber tires to go on wheels.
I'll put some of your links in the description after this video goes. After this video's over, and after I have to walk down to 13th Street, pay rent, and come back. So after I get done with that, okay, I'll put links in the description.
So you need to get going like right now or something?
Yeah, pretty soon here. We've been on for like an hour,
Okay,
15
so you want
minutes
to ask me
already.
the typical questions you end with?
Yeah, the ones I end with usually. Yeah, let's do that then. Good idea.
Okay.
What is your thoughts on the state of the community right now?
Oh, it sucks.
Great.
It really sucks right now.
Do you really think it sucks?
Terrible. Oh yeah, I think there's not very much creativity.
Wow.
I think people are lazy, and they don't even want to try to mod. They just want to drop things in.
I think there's a lot of creativity
going on.
with all the like
stealing each other's ideas.
I mean, with all the like 3D printed stuff going on, like you know.
Well, it's not really modding; it's just printing, and yeah, nobody's really modding anymore. Nobody's making art. Everyone's just looking for performance.
Interesting.
But well, I don't know. It's all right. I mean, as a Boomco fan, it sucks that there's not more for me to be excited about. There's not more people doing things with Boomco. Like we just got a few new things that came out, like the new darts that I've been, running through long barrels, and they shoot pretty good. But we just need more people trying out more Boomco stuff, putting more effort into modding and figuring out like good setups and everything. But I guess the state of the hobby is it's decent. I mean, it's still a small hobby.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the same as when I started. Really, it's not, and I don't think it's changed too much. Just people are using 3D printing more now. Yeah.
Really? Well, I mean, for me, like just talking with people who've been in the hobby for a while, and you're the only one who says like how it's been, how it's going down rather than going up. Everyone seems to, like from when you got in, the motors that are being designed and put out for the hobby. There's, all the they're making flywheel cages, different flywheels, and just it seems like
they've always existed.
Well, I mean, there's always been motors like, you can get, but I mean, people making them just strictly for blasters now. I think that's awesome. People engineering
drop-in kits.
It's still like, seems like, I mean, it's still a lot more than there has been.
I don't have the hard, solid numbers in front of me to really make an evaluation on that.
From 2015 to now, I don't have the numbers, but I imagine there's way more parts and stuff being produced.
The people who I see at games, and it's the same people. It's at least in the areas I've been, it's always been like the same people pretty much. So I mean, I don't think the hobby's really growing super a lot. I mean, but there's just more products, I guess.
Yeah.
There's more 3D printing, because 3D printing is becoming more like ubiquitous, easier for other people to get into. You don't have to set up your own printer and get good results, because now you have things like the Ender, which just like any dummy can go ahead and use, and it'll print stuff pretty good, like great printing. Like my printer, I had to put it together myself, and it's a couple years old now, but yeah, I don't know. It's state of the hobby's all right. I just wish there was more people trying Boomco stuff, because I think it's worth it, and I think I don't know. It's worth working on, just even for the fun of it, and to see what you can do with it. Regardless of what half foam darts do, there just hasn't been enough people pushing Boomco stuff, as there has been like the thousands of people working on half darts to get them up to the level of what Boomco does, like the accuracy and everything that Boomco already had before anybody else has started modifying other things.
I don't think it's the fact that people aren't you aren't modding as much or aren't designing as much things. I think it's just the fact that people aren't doing Boomco stuff that makes you kind of feel that
Yeah.
it's not, there's
Well,
not a
yeah,
lot
that's
going
what I
on.
like, and there's not really a lot of people out there working on what I like.
I get it.
So
I can
to
see
me,
that,
it's
man.
kind of boring.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So okay, all right, dude. Now here's my final question before we get out here, guys. And it is hot in this room, dude. It is freaking. My ears are like super sweaty right now. I keep having to rub them on my hat, dude, because the ear, my headphones on my hat to get the sweat off. The last one is: what advice do you have for people coming into the hobby? Whether for games or modding or just all around. What kind of advice would you give new people, new players, new
Okay, new
modders?
people. I would say 3D printing seems to be the way things are going, and it makes it so much easier for you to iterate and make whatever you want. Like I'm working on this Batgirl blaster, and I want to make a plunger tube front. Okay, I can just make a circle real quick on Tinkercad, print it out in a couple hours, slap it on there, and then I'm good. And or I want to make a ammo holder for it. Okay, and make something with a couple circle cutouts and then slap it on there. It only takes a few hours. So you can make fairly precise things and things that you want to make that aren't available like fairly easily. Even with just Tinkercad, you can do that kind of stuff. And if you want to get, if you have a decent computer, you can get into Fusion and you can make all the smooth, nice little designs that people are doing, other people, and it's not too hard. So I'd say get a 3D printer because it's in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of money and it's going to be convenient for you to make the things you want to have. And then what else? Other things I would advise, I would say you don't need to buy up every single blaster that comes out unless you're like into collecting. You're gonna have a hard time buying every single Nerf blaster because they're a lot more expensive.
In every color.
Yeah, in every color. But you could actually collect every. Not yet. Not yet. Just a minute.
I want to check out that blaster.
Okay, you can check it out. Hold on.
I want
Thick.
2 blasters.
Here.
The Dookie
That's my
Dookie.
son. Sorry.
It's the little Dookie
I
Dookie.
don't know if he's gonna act crazy on camera, so I'm trying to shoot him away. Anyway, so I was gonna say, yeah, with the Boomco stuff, you could actually collect every blaster they made and not spend like thousands of dollars. But with Nerf, you're probably gonna end up spending like $4,000 or something.
Yeah.
But so you don't have to collect every single blaster. Probably if you're just going to wars, just have a couple so that way you don't end up with a huge amount of clutter. If you're into it for the modding, make sure to get tools and learn how to do different techniques and learn how to cut and don't make like, if there's something you want to do, don't be like, oh, that's unmoddable, because there's lots of different ways you can fix things and make things the way you want to make them. So just mod what you want to mod. I would say also don't just do the mods that everyone is doing because it's kind of boring. Like you're just going to do a drop-in kit Strife or a drop-in kit long shot. Like everyone's done that 1,000 times over. So try to do something different. I would say I would encourage people to get into Boomco as well as doing their half-length dart stuff and their rival stuff and whatever, because it's it's worth it, I think, and the darts are going to last forever. Give it a try. I think you might like it. A lot of people who have given it a try, not just like dissed it before ever trying it, have ended up like becoming fans of it. So I would say give Boomco stuff a try. Anything else for new people in the hobby? Subscribe to my channel, become a Patreon, and send me money and free blasters and stuff.
There you go. All right. Good deal, man. Hey, Boomfriendo, thank you for stopping in and talking with me today, man. Appreciate you taking over because I almost didn't even do a stream today, until you were like, "Hey, I'll do it." So
Yeah,
that was really cool of
I'm
you,
here.
man. Yeah, man, you're always
Yeah,
welcome,
it's too
brother.
bad Rob didn't come by because I would have liked to see Rob. Would have been cool to see an interview with you and Rob. I hope maybe you can get it rescheduled for some other time.
Yeah, me too,
He's
man.
pretty interesting and nice guy. I'd like to hear what he has to say in an interview.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get one done. I just
That's cool.
yeah, I just I know he's going through some stuff, so
Yeah,
I hope
he's
everything's
got like
okay with him.
PTSD or something, so it's kind of
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, some things going on. So yeah, I hope everything's good with him. And thanks again, man. So I'm sure I'll talk to you soon, man. We text like every day, all day. Of course, brother. All right, man. Well, have a good night, dude.
Night.
Night, man. Just trying to eject you now. Get out of here. So everybody, you're still here? Why you want to make me leave?
What? Oh, I have to get off.
Let me see. It says eject.
I was gonna try to make more noise. Wait, let me turn the volume up to ruin it some more. I'm sorry. Okay, you go pay your rent.
I'm trying to, but it's not letting me make you go.
Okay, I leave. Bye.
There it goes. Finally. I don't know why it wouldn't let me kick him out of here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. All of you guys who did, not many people showed up today, but I think a lot of people were expecting Rob to be here. And then when I posted up that Rob wasn't going to be here, I feel some people were like, I wanted to see Rob. So, but I do appreciate you guys that did show up and did hang out. Really awesome to have you. It was really great for having Boomtendo on again. He was there for my very first live interview series. Me and him kind of came up with the concept together. So that was really, really cool to have him on here for number 30. So yeah, thank you all. I do have Patreon. The link is in the description below. I do have PayPal, which really does help me out, guys. You don't even know, man. It helps me out so much because I am very, very poor. I really don't, I don't have a very big income, and most of my money goes to bills and rent and everything. So like, I'm usually like in debt rather than have money at the end of, after my checks come in. So, I do appreciate all the help you guys give me. And, I'm trying to do more for you guys. I need to get a new laptop so I can start editing these videos again and start doing better quality stuff. So PayPal and the Patreon is in the description below. I also have t-shirts. Am I wearing? Oh, I'm not wearing one. I also have t-shirts that look like that. And that's on my Etsy for like $20. So check it out, man. Help rep the broke set, you guys. I have Instagram. I got the Facebook. I got all that. I have MySpace. I don't even think I have a MySpace anymore. It's probably somewhere. I did have one, like most of America. But that's it, guys. I have another interview coming soon with gosh, I forgot his name. What a jerk. Ernest. What was his? I forgot who it was already. See, I schedule all these things and then like I forget. Yeah, with Ernest from the Florida NERF Association or something like that. I forget what Ernest Ayayo. Oh, he was here earlier. He was in the chat. Ernest Ayayo. That's who's coming next week. I believe it's next week he's going to be on. So yeah, thanks guys. Really appreciate it. I got to go pay my rent. And yeah, that's it.